Hello everybody, my name's Mark, this is Riffle, Shuffle, and Roll, and today you're here to learn how to play a little game called HIVE. If it's your first time visiting the channel, please hit subscribe and the bell so you're notified about new games every week. I'd like to thank GameRules.com for making this video possible. If you're interested in browsing a really good library of games, you're going to want to check them out. The link is down below in the description. They feature 4 or 5 new games every week, and you can go through and search by category to find just the game you're looking for. What I like to do for my commercial game videos is first give you a look at what's in the box, then teach you how to play, and then give a review, and then do an example game with my wife. So if you're wanting to jump to any one of those parts of the video, there will be timestamps in the description. HIVE is a commercial abstract strategy game for 2 players. Its key features and mechanisms include tile placement and area control. The objective of the game is to be the first player to surround your opponent's queen with tiles. When you purchase HIVE Pocket, you receive the travel pouch, an instruction booklet, and 26 game pieces, 13 black and 13 white. HIVE Pocket includes the ladybug and the mosquito expansion pieces, but for this video I will not be talking about them. I will only be talking about the base pieces. To set up the game, one of the players should grab 1 black piece and 1 white piece and hide them in their fist for the opposite player to choose. That player chooses, and whichever piece they choose is the color they will be for the game. To begin the game, white goes first and chooses any one piece that they want and places it to the center. Player 2 then also chooses a piece, any piece that they wish, and they play it to the center. This piece must touch the white piece. This begins the formation of the hive. From this point on, the hive cannot be broken or separated. The queen bee must be placed by the 4th turn. A player does not have to play the queen bee until the 4th turn. Once the queen bee has been placed, pieces are able to be moved. So now that the white player has placed their queen bee, the ant is free to move. Once the queen bee has been placed, a player may choose to either move a piece or add a piece to the hive. You only get 1 action per turn, so you may not do both. When a player places a piece on the hive, that new piece being added cannot make contact with the opposite player's color. It must only come in contact with pieces of the same color. Now that white has a soldier ant in place on the opposite end of the hive, they are able to add a piece to that end. Notice how the piece is only touching another white piece. This placement here would be illegal because it is in contact with the opposite colored piece. After a piece has been placed, it can be moved and brought into contact with the opposite color. The 1 hive rule must be followed at all times. It states that the hive cannot be broken. So a move like this is illegal because the hive has now been broken. Play like this continues until one of the players has successfully surrounded their opponent's queen bee. Please notice that the bee cannot be moved from its location. It is unable to slide in between this gap, so it is stuck. Let's take a moment and talk about what each piece does, how it moves, and the rules it has to follow. The queen bee may only move 1 space per turn. The soldier ant may move as many spaces as it wants per turn, but it must always remain in contact with the hive. The grasshopper may leap in a straight line across the hive. It may do so as long as there are tiles in that line. For example, the grasshopper cannot jump from here to here. That is an illegal move because there is a gap in the line. It can only jump across a solid line of tiles. So in this position, the grasshopper could jump here, across the honeybee, across the queen bee, or into this space across the spider. The spider has to move 3 spaces, cannot move any more or any less. So 1 space is considered 1 side of a tile. So 1, 2, 3. If the spider is unable to make 3 moves, it's stuck. And finally, we have the beetle. The beetle moves 1 space at a time, just like the queen bee, but it can also move on top of other tiles. So moving up on top of a tile is considered 1 move. Once the beetle is on top of the hive, it can continue moving across as long as it's only 1 move per turn. When a piece has the beetle on top of it, it cannot move. It is trapped. The game is won when a player's queen bee is completely surrounded. It does not have to be surrounded by the opponent's pieces. It can also be surrounded by its own pieces. If it's a player's turn and they're unable to add a piece or move, their turn is skipped. Their turn continues to be skipped until their opponent wins or they are able to place a tile or make a move. If both queen bees become surrounded at the same time, the game is a draw. Neither player wins. And if both players can agree that they are both only able to move the same 2 pieces over and over again, they can declare that the game is a draw. All right, that's how to play Hive. Okay, so I've tried to record this review a few times now, and I find myself just rambling about the game. Going back, trying again. There's a lot to say about this game, and I'm gonna try to condense it. So first of all, I'm gonna start with, I definitely support getting this game. It gets 2 thumbs up from me. If you're looking for a 2-player game to play, this is definitely one that needs to be on your list. It's easy to learn. It's inviting when someone sees it on the table, and it has not been solved like chess. It's easily comparable to chess in the amount of strategy there is to this game. Now, on the other hand, that's its downside. Everybody knows chess, even if they don't know how to play it well. Chess is incredibly familiar and incredibly ingrained in many different cultures. Hive has not had that exposure. It has not had that opportunity to become a classic that it deserves to be, like checkers or Othello. Much like Blockist Duo, this game, I think, can stand the test of time, but it does have one thing going against it. I can't ever find it in the store. I don't know the last time it's been on the shelf. I had to buy this online, and it runs about $20. I always thought the price point for this game was a little high for what you got, but it is a high quality game. The pieces are gonna last a long time. And because of their ruggedness and durability, you're able to play this game anywhere. There's lots of pictures and videos of people playing this on the beach or on a rock or just in ridiculous places to exemplify how durable the game is. And they're right. It's totally worth every penny. But I think that price point will deter people from picking it up. Well, all right, that's my review. Let's go ahead and jump into the Let's Play. All right, here we are. We've got Christina joining us. Go ahead and say hi, Christina.
Hey, guys.
All right, so she has only played this game a few times, but I am not going to hold back because I don't believe in that. So to decide which color you will be, Christina. Christina. Pick a hand.
Left.
Point to it. That's my right hand. You will be white. Okay, that means you go first.
All right.
All right, you are the white pieces. So just to refresh your memory, the queen bee must be played by the 4th turn. Okay?
Okay.
So you can't move pieces until you play the queen bee.
All right.
So go ahead and begin.
Start with the spider.
I will also start with the spider.
Okay. Ant.
Queen bee.
And then grasshopper.
I will bring a soldier ant into play. Now at this point I am able to move pieces. Well, the soldier ant. And Christina, you still are not able to move anything. And this is your 4th turn, so you must play the queen bee now. Move my soldier ant, and the queen bee is now trapped. Good move, bringing in the grasshopper. All right, let's see. Let me go ahead and bring in the beetle.
I will bring in an ant. Can I do that?
So on first time placement for a piece, it cannot touch the opposite color.
Oh.
So it could go here, but you'd be surrounding your bee.
I'll go right here.
Okay. All right, now I will bring in. Ooh. I will bring in an ant.
Can I do this?
Yes, you can. That's a good play. I'll move my ant around, and actually I think I'll go ahead and just squeeze it right in there. Okay.
I'm going to do this.
Yep, so you moved it from here straight across to here.
Yeah.
That is a good move. All right. I will place my grasshopper right here.
I'm going to... Now this can go anywhere?
Yep, for the most part, yes.
Anywhere on the board?
As long as it stays in contact with the edges of the hive. So right now it's
So-
eligible to move anywhere you want it to be
Can
moved.
I do this?
Absolutely. That's a great move. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to bring in my spider.
I'm going to move this here.
Okay.
What does that mean?
All I did was move the beetle up on top of the hive, so now there's an empty space here and an empty space there.
Oh, okay. Now I'm going to do this.
Okay. Once the beetle's on top of the hive, it can move one space at a time on top of the hive as well. I'm going to go ahead and bring the grasshopper over into play right there.
Okay, I'm going to move my grasshopper over here.
That's good. I believe you won, but we'll keep playing. Let me move the... Bring in my soldier ant here.
I'm going to put my ant right here.
Yep. And then 1, 2, 3. And you win.
Yay!
Good job. Nice job.
You said
Yeah.
you were going to beat me.
Yes, I did. Stop recording.